Lackmann. I'm the transition manager for Head Start in Albuquerque. It's Youth Development Incorporated's Head Start. We serve 1,300 children from 6 weeks old to 5 years old. And as transition manager, my job is to act as liaison between our program and kindergartens and early intervention programs. So I'm really involved in our community and helping families transition smoothly between programs. And we serve children, all different kinds of children, primarily low-income children. We serve children with disabilities, and we serve children that would be considered at risk. We have approximately 20 Head Start centers. We have trained almost all of our staff. Every year we have a few new staff who are in the process of being trained now. NHA is a journey. So we have teachers that are just learning to use the approach and teachers who are fabulously expert at using the approach. Everybody has benefited. It has become something that has spread to the greater community, to the parents. We've had parents come in and say, "What are you doing? My child's coming home with new language and what's happening," and they want to learn about it. So then we offer parent trainings. A lot of the kindergarten teachers in our public school systems have been trained, so the children are feeding into that public school system. So we're looking at that nurturing relationship as children go from birth all the way through. Head Start's goal is that children are as ready for school as possible, and children learn all of those skills that they need to be ready for school through relationship. So we brought Nurture Heart Approach into our program as a way to build relationship with children. So that they can thrive and be successful and have all of those skills that will help them succeed in school, the inner wealth that they need to be successful. We were super excited when we first brought the Nurtured Heart Approach into our Head Start program. One of our teachers really talked about what a difference it made in her classroom in just a very short period of time. She came to the certification training intensive in January, and by March she was talking about all the changes in her classroom, how the children were much more present, how they were engaged in the activities. So we thought, wow, we need to get this on film. And we went in there and filmed her using the approach, and it was amazing. It was amazing to see how these children bloomed and her enthusiasm for teaching. Part of the goal of the film was that we could show the other Head Start teachers how you use the approach in a classroom. Because sometimes when you learn something new, it's hard to picture yourself using it in a classroom with 20 little children. And people come to a training and they think, oh, I can do this with my own child, or I can do this with my family, but how does it look in a classroom setting? And our teacher, Nancy, was so wonderful at using the approach with all of the children in the classroom and energizing all of the children for their successes and really clean resets for preschool age children. And we thought this is what they need to see so that they can envision themselves using it in the classroom and see how successful it can be. Anytime you're implementing something in a large community, there's resistance. And some people hear it and they say, yes, this is something I want to do. And some people hear it and they're nervous about change, which is a normal thing to be nervous about change. So we just keep plugging forward and honoring the fact that people come to it at different stages and that some people are going to jump on right away and some people it's a slow process. And we know that when teachers see other teachers having success, that they want to know what it is that's creating that success. And so slowly over time, people come in and we just keep plugging away and knowing that when those successes happen, more people come on board. When I first came back from my training, we put up a greatness wall and we spent a lot of time focusing on, what's going well, what's going right, energizing people for their successes. And then in reality, sometimes you get really caught up in the day-to-day and then you realize, oh, wait a minute, I need to get back to that. So it's a constant effort to really make sure we're focusing on what's going well and focusing on strengths. That's true in my interactions with parents too. As transition manager, I interact with a lot of parents. I do transition planning for children that are coming in with special needs. And so What I love about the Nurture Heart approach is how it's changed my relationship with parents. Parents come in and sometimes they're really nervous. They're meeting with another professional. They're going to talk about their child. They've already had lots of conversations with professionals about what's not going well for their child. And we focus on what's going well and what the strengths are. And the families are really excited to share that and to see their child in that light of success. I think what happens with parents is they're very fearful when they come into a new situation. Are we going to take good care of their child? Are we going to love their child? They may have already had experiences where the child has had some behavior issue in another setting, or has been diagnosed with some sort of developmental concern. And when you shine the light on what their child does well and their successes as parents, it creates a situation where they feel honored as parents and therefore are better able to share their child with you. And through that connection and family engagement, the child is more successful and the family is more successful. And Head Start has a goal of creating family success. It's not just about the child. So building that connection with the family and having the family gain trust and know that we care about their child and that we see their child as a successful little being, it's a powerful thing. I have had kindergarten teachers tell me that they notice what a difference, that the children are coming to them much more prepared, much more verbal, much more able to be in the kindergarten classroom, much more engaged in what's going on. And they say to me, what's happening that's different? And as I said earlier, children learn through connection and relationship. And when we build those skills that allow them to have relationship and to thrive in a classroom setting, they do better in kindergarten and they do better at home. And families are excited about it. The kindergarten teachers I've talked to are really excited about it, which is why we keep offering trainings to our community. So we're trying to carry this torch, continuing to carry the torch. And we're actually offering a training in a couple of weeks, and I've got a lot of elementary school teachers signed up for that training. Ultimately, people thrive through connection. That's true for children. It's true for all of us. And the Nurture Heart approach gives us the tools to build those connected relationships, to support each other and to support children so that they can be successful and shine and grow, and that is what our goal is as educators. So we're just really excited to have this tool that can help us as we build connection and relationship with children and with parents.